Good evening, YouTube. Robert Alvarez, the Psychic Witch, also known as Mr. Lighting on a Fan, and yes, there is a fan on. Right now, the time is approximately 10:47 p.m., and the current date is Monday, March 19th, 2018. It is the night before the Vernal Equinox, or the first day of spring. In some magical traditions, it is called Ostara, which happens to be the name of a Germanic goddess of springtime, of new beginnings, and of new doors opening. It is no coincidence that one of her animal familiars is a hare or a rabbit. I can't help but think about when I led my very second, as opposed to my very first goddess course, Goddess to the Next Level. The first class was the same week as Easter, and I had come up with this impromptu goddess chant. It went something like Easter, Ostara, Isis, Ishtar, Astarte, Eos. You get the idea. Anyway, I just realized this is the third video I've recorded tonight, and I did not do a shout out to Gothica. So hello, Gothica. So I have a very exciting announcement to make. For those of you who are new to my YouTube channel and who have not caught up on my more recent videos, and let's be honest, you're probably not going to watch all of my videos, and that's fine. I mean, I think they're fantastic, but I currently have roughly 225 videos, and that's not excluding the videos that I'm recording tonight, and that's not including, rather, the videos I'm recording tonight, the videos that have been recorded but need to be accompanied by a WordPress blog post, and the videos that I'm going to be recording in 2 days. And you know, some people have a life that has nothing to do with YouTube, so there you go. But briefly, some of you know that somebody very stupid, un idiota grandote, as we would say in Spanish, decided to hex me. And that hex was something that affected my professional psychic practice, especially with regards to leading in-person classes. So, since that hex has been banished back to the nothingness from whence they came, as well as the hexer, as well as the person who was emotionally manipulating the hexer, they were banished back to the nothingness from whence they came as well, by the way. I am going to do something that I have never done before, and I am extremely excited about it. So, are you ready? Are you really ready? Okay. I have no drum roll synthesizer thing, so you'll just have to, like, imagine it in your mind. So, hold on. I know, right? It's like, come on, bitch! Stop teasing us. I'm not teasing you, I promise. Okay. I wanted to make sure that I had the correct information. Okay. So, on Tuesday, May 15th, 2018, and I will tell you the date again. Tuesday, May 15th, 2018, from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, I am going to lead a combination in-person group Divine Prosperity event that is also simultaneously live and online. So it will be, it's being held in a physical location in Manhattan, which is one of the premier boroughs of New York City, and at the same time that it is being led, it is also being broadcast live online as a live online streaming class. I am very excited about this. I have never done this before. I am thrilled about it, and I have only just begun telling people about it. So now with this video, people are finding out about it on a larger scale. But I am very excited about it. I'm thrilled about it. And I also feel that I need to acknowledge the lovely person who is a very faithful client, a wonderful friend, and an outstanding mentor, for making time and taking time and energy out of her life, out of her position of employment, out of her career endeavors, out of her terminally ill husband, out of her children's time, to do this for me, because she's definitely one of the reasons why this is happening. In fact, I think she's one of the premier reasons why this is happening. I am extremely excited about it, and as you can tell, and I love the fact that it's taking place on the night of the new moon in Taurus, because Taurus in Western astrology is the sign of money and possessions. And I feel that for something to be a new beginning for a lot of people, to be a new beginning for myself, because I'm doing something I've never done before, I feel that it's beyond auspicious, both astrologically and numerologically, to have this taking place. And I'm very excited about it. I'm looking forward to it. Now, interestingly enough, I am offering a discount. And the funny thing is, the discount is only going to be noticed by the people who have historically participated in my in-person Divine Prosperity events. So, essentially, it's going to be $30 per person. And I would recommend that if you're participating in person, if you're participating online, that you pre-register. You can send the $30 per person to my PayPal.com account. And I'm going to have an option of registering. If people want to pay at the door, it'll be more than that. It'll be like $45. It will also be $45 for anybody who registers within 2 days of the event. So if you cannot register for the event until May 13th, or May 14th, or May 15th, then your fee will be $45 per person. So I highly recommend pre-registering, because that way you'll receive a $15 discount. And I'm going to do what I normally do with my in-person participants. So the individuals who are going to participate online, they're also going to receive a Goddess Grace goodie bag. I'll need to mail that to you. And I'll also include the holy handouts that I will have for that class as well. If this goes very well, I can see myself doing this more frequently. And I would love for it to go very well. I would love for it to be extremely well received. But for that to happen, people need to register. As some of you know, I was going to lead my very first online Divine Prosperity event a few months ago, and 3 people pre-registered, and that is less than my minimum acceptable required number of participants. So for this particular event, I would need to have a minimum of 5 participants across the board. So let's say, for example, I have 3 in-person participants and 2 live online participants. That's 5. The class will take place. My preference, truth be told, would be to have a minimum of 5 in-person participants and 5 live online participants. And of course, it will also be recorded as well. It will be a live recording. So for those people who are unable to participate on that same date and time, you can watch it at your leisure. And basically it'll be like, okay, there you go. So you'll have it. You've paid for it. It's yours to watch as many times as you want. I will definitely be talking about some of my personal favorite metaphysical methods and sacred tools to create, manifest, and maintain divine financial supply. I will absolutely recommend several books that one can read. Not surprisingly, Catherine Ponder is always on that list, and all of her books are always on that list. But I do have my favorites, including one of the ones that I'm currently almost done rereading, which is Open Your Mind to Prosperity. I'm very looking forward to this. I'm very excited about it. I want to also reassure those of you who are going to participate in person that you are not going to be displayed. I'm not going to have you shown on camera. It's just easier that way, and it eliminates a lot of legal issues that may arise. What I am going to do is I'm going to have my awesome audiovisual person monitoring the live streaming. And essentially, if one of the participants has a question, one of the live online participants has a question, then I will, I'll do what I normally do with all of them, with all of my events, and that is when I will ask people to write down their question, and then I will have an official period of time where people can ask their questions. Normally, when I lead a Divine Prosperity event in person, it's a 3-hour event. However, I felt that it would be easier to have a 2-hour event, since it is both in person, a group setting, and live online streaming. And I'm going to see how well that works as well. Once questions can be asked, then I will have my awesome audiovisual person tell me what the questions are. If you do not want to be identified by a username, just make sure that you include that in your question. If you are okay with being identified by your username, whatever it is, whether it's Bleeding Wolf, whether it's F and Snatch, whether it's I am the Princess of Prosperity, whatever it is, then fine. For those of the participants in person, I'll probably just say their initials and where they live. Like, let's say, for example, RG, New York, New York. You know, or let's say KB, Fairview, New Jersey, something like that. So there you go. Of course, if you have any questions, please let me know. There is going to be a WordPress blog post that accompanies this particular video. So I would highly recommend reading the accompanying reading the accompanying WordPress blog post to get all the information. And of course, I'm open to suggestions. I mean, I already have my mind focused on what I'm going to discuss, what I'm going to teach. I am going to have a few surprises for everybody, 1 or 2. And I'm looking, I know I keep saying that, but I am very excited about this. This feels right to me. It feels very good for me. You know, it's you know, some of you know that when I give readings, I channel a lot. And some of you know that when I lead classes, whether they're group classes or private classes, I channel a lot. And I'm very intuitive when it comes to all the components of my professional psychic practice. And when I tune in energetically and intuitively about this Divine Prosperity event, it feels good and it feels right. And that's pretty much all I need intuitively. So I'm looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to this. I'm very excited about this. Obviously, I hope and pray that more than 5 people pre-register, because I really would rather not cancel this event. I want this event to take place. I absolutely want it to take place. I think it would be fun. I think it would be very healing. I think it would be very informative and very exciting. You know, I miss hearing about the money miracles that participants manifest before the event takes place. I miss that. You know, that's always been one of my personal favorite components to my Divine Prosperity events. You know, asking a participant, okay, so what money miracles did you manifest? And, you know, it's not a coincidence that at least 90% of the participants manifest money miracles the same day they register, the day of the event, and virtually every day in between the two. I miss that. I miss that massively. So I'm looking forward to that. I'm absolutely looking forward to that. And I'm going to say it again. I'm sounding like a broken record. I miss that so much. So, but in the meantime, I'm very excited about this. All of you know about this first. Well, that's not true. I told 2 people first. I told my magical mentor. I told my mentor, and I also told one of my favorite people on the planet. They were the first 2 to know, but on a grand scale, y'all are the first people to know. So I currently have 242 subscribers to my YouTube channel, and anybody else that shares this video. So let's say that now anywhere between 242 and 750 people know about this event once you click the share buttons and all that other stuff. But in the meantime, YouTube, thank you very much for honoring who I am and what I do. Gratitude is a very important daily practice for me, as most of you know. If you have not already subscribed to the YouTube channel of yours truly, Robert Alvarez, the Psychic Witch, also known as Mr. Lighting and a Fan, I invite you to do so. Please make sure that you click or tap the bell icon so that you will receive notifications every time I upload a video. And I do recommend that you periodically recheck your bell notification to make sure that you are receiving a notification that I've uploaded a video. If you haven't received a notification that I've uploaded a video in a while, or in a long time, or in a long time, then I think it's safe to say that your bell notifier has been unchecked or untapped, or unclicked rather. Also, if you have not already scheduled an intuitive card reading or a private metaphysical class or an energy healing treatment with me, yours truly, Robert Alvarez, the Psychic Witch, then I absolutely invite you to do so, and make sure that you do so as soon as possible. Or as I would say, as soon as celestially possible. I am now accepting appointments for the first week and the second week of April 2018. I am available again for sessions as of Monday, April 2nd, 2018, which is the day after Easter Sunday. And I highly recommend that you schedule your appointments sooner than later, because one thing that I've learned over the years, if you don't schedule your appointment when you want it, somebody else will. And 95% of the time, somebody else does. And the best way to reach me is my email address, which is thetarotman@excite.com. T as in Tom, H-E, T as in Tom, A-R-O, T as in Tom, M as in Michael, A and as in Nathaniel at EXCITE.com. It will also be included in the description box, but I'm telling you now just in case. And that's it. Thank you, YouTube, for honoring who I am and what I do. And tonight happens to be the night before the Vernal Equinox, so may Ostara, the Germanic goddess of springtime and new beginnings, bring wonderful new doors of prosperity to you now.